This is Cheech Avila, all caps Cheech, the host of the Hip-Hopcrsy podcast, and this is the Hip-Hopcrsy podcast, brought to you by All Caps Productions, sponsored by Cheech Brand and Lil G-Mon. How strong is your will? It's a question that I just asked myself. Because I feel like I don't have the strongest willpower, and if I did, I would be 10 million times more successful than what I am right now. I feel like the fact that I need to smoke to write or do the podcast consistently, it ties the habits, I guess, but it's not really something that I fuck with, because outside of doing it, I don't want to, but it's the only way that I can, so I feel like I can, but because of my willpower, I need to strengthen my willpower. I need to use my conscious mind. I need to open my eye and really look so that I can see what is there for me to see in my mind's eye. Because how strong is my will? They say that the withdrawals from heroin physically are only as bad as the flu. But who wants to have the flu? And imagine on the other side of you forcing yourself to have the flu, you're experiencing the blissful high of whatever. Well, heroin. Blissful. That's the most blissful experience, most blissful high. And you gotta turn around and get yourself the flu to get away from that. That shit is crazy. My homegirl's mom told me about this dude she was talking about. He was a pussy because he was been on methadone for like 10 years. Yeah, he's a butt. Yeah, she used to smoke crack. That's crazy, man. So how strong is your will, man? That's what I think about. How strong is your will? Which really boils down to what will you do. Your will is what you will do. What you will. I don't know. It's just been on my mind right now because I'm about to write, and then I'm gonna go hang out with my daughter. I just came home from work. My work has a cafeteria, so for breakfast I ate a burrito and I had a smoothie, and for lunch I had a Southwest chicken flatbread sandwich with avocado jalapenos, pepper jack, chipotle mayo. I think I brought Gianna I brought my baby mama home. Home some pozole and panko chicken with rice and broccoli. This is the Hip-Hopcrsy podcast. I'm your host, Hip-Hopcrsy. We are proudly brought to you by All Caps Productions and sponsored by Cheech Brand and Lil G Mob. Lil G Mob in effect, starting Friday, we're putting money in. Anybody that wants to join the community, hit us up. We're putting in $20 a week, investing in building businesses. Maybe buy a business one day. I don't know how that works. Buying businesses, I'd have to find something that I would really want. I might as well just do everything. We might as well just make our own shit, whatever it is. We're coming for the plate. We're trying to eat. Everybody eats. We are trying to eat. I'm going to do some sprints today. Yesterday I did pull-ups. I need to be consistent with my exercise, even though have not been the most consistent. I'm trying to be consistent. I'm going to take a brief pause, which you're not going to notice, or, we'll be right back with the Hip-Hopcrsy podcast, brought to you by All Caps Productions. I'm back. This is Cheech of the Hip-Hopcrsy podcast, and I am trying to find something that I can put my phone on so I don't have to put it so low part of my face. But what I am trying to do is eat papaya and sit in the sun. Papaya is good for getting rid of parasites, which I have the inclination that I have a lot, actually, and as do most people, I fear. But this is the Hip-Hopcrsy podcast. Ate a brownie and hot chocolate this morning and a coffee. Good. It'll work. Because it's free. Hypocrite. My part of the berry. Shout out to Gianna for cutting up this papaya. It's mostly sweet, but some of the pieces got that funk to them. So how strong is my will? How about this? I am going to stop smoking. And I'm going to use this podcast as a way to track that. I want this podcast to now be a way for me to hold myself accountable. I gotta figure out what to do with the seeds. So, if you could help me figure out, or you could tell me what to do with the seeds, that would be ill. I'm taking a picture for the thumbnail of the papaya. That's what I'm gonna post with this video, with this episode of the Hip-Hopcrsy podcast, brought to you by All Caps Productions, hosted by yours truly, All Caps Chicha Villa, aka Very Mucho, aka the Brown Recluse, aka Daddy Long Legs. They're still talking about Drake and Kendrick, and I guess because it's a court thing. I feel like the court thing, I guess, is just to make it. Maybe that's what it is. That's the big thing of the distraction, is that court takes a long time, so hold their attention longer. People are still talking about it. I don't even understand, like. I don't know. I don't know. Like, just because it wasn't Jay-Z versus Nas, it was Kendrick versus Drake, and just because how Drake is such a downgrade of an artist, I just feel like I don't take it as serious, to be honest. And that's even with me thinking that the Hard Part 6, that I was concerned. I didn't, for Kendrick, I didn't know what he was going to say to that, what he was going to respond back with, because that shit was crazy. But, I don't know. I know I just lost my point that I was just saying. But yeah, Drake just, his catalog, it's not even, like the stylistic differences, and it's just like, it's, like a fixed fight. Like Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, and Logan Paul, whichever one he won. I don't know. And then I'm going to the mosque. I'm going this Friday. I just found out, obviously, they pray 5 times a day. They go to the mosque 5 times. I didn't know that. So, I work till 12:30, but I'm gonna hopefully make, probably for sure 2 of them, and then hopefully I can make a 3rd one. But there's one at 1:15 and then at 2:15. So yeah, this is the Hip-Hopcrsy podcast. I'm your host, Chicha Villa. aka Barry Mucho, aka Daddy Longlegs, aka the Brown Recluse. And I hope you all have a good rest of the week and next week. And peace.